Welcome back to a brand new Clash Royale video, guys. My name is Chief Pat, and today we're going to be taking a look at a couple of battles I had on my main account as we make a push towards the top of the leaderboard, seeing as the season's over in only a couple of days. If you guys didn't know, once you reach the legendary arena, which is at 3,000 trophies, every 2 weeks your trophies get reset back down to 3,000, and every trophy you have above 3,000 gets added to your total legendary trophies, which you can see inside of your account. Now, every single season, it usually gets pretty crazy towards the very end. Everyone wants to get up into a pretty high spot. I know last season I finished number 8, which is actually pretty good, seeing as there are a ton of shenanigans at the top, lots of win trading among other things. But today I'm going to show you guys a couple of battles that I had while I was climbing the spots, because the season ends in only about 3 days, so things are starting to go a little bit crazy. Of course, I've been using this deck right here, which a lot of people have been labeling as OP deck. I think it's actually like a meme from Twitch that this deck is so common at the top, and it definitely is extremely strong. I think it's really strong against a lot of the meta decks. I think it does fine against Hog Goblin and Hog Zap, which is a lot of really strong decks that people use at the very top. So let's go ahead and check it out. We're going to go ahead and play our P.E.K.K.A, which is going down the lane right now. We've got our Princess shooting over the top, and seeing as he drops that Fireball to take care of our Princess, that means our minion horde is going to fly over the top. He's going to use his Zap onto the horde right there, and overall we have a pretty massive elixir advantage. I know that it says 4-2 right now, but keep in mind I just played that pump that's going to give me 7 elixir over its lifetime, so things are definitely pretty good right now. And seeing what he's going to play, looks like he might just play another elixir collector, which he's going to do right there on the top left. We're going to go ahead and save up for a big P.E.K.K.A push from behind, because I thought he still had plenty of elixir to play defense, so that's why I didn't necessarily go for an all-out push as soon as he dropped that pump. So right now he does have that Hog Rider beating down on my tower, but seeing as we have a full health P.E.K.K.A, we have nearly a full health Dark Prince right there, I think things should probably be okay. Gonna go ahead and shoot down that minion horde the minions right there and drop our minion horde. I actually played that free spell a little bit early, which was a bit unfortunate, but still, Inferno's tower is gonna go down right now. We've got the P.E.K.K.A, we've got the Prince, and now that we've made our way through that Inferno tower, he's in a lot of trouble. He doesn't really have anything to defend. Looks like the P.E.K.K.A is actually gonna reach the tower right now, and as that Inferno tower burns down, the tower's gonna fall, giving us that 1 crown to 0 lead. But that's not it. I dropped another elixir collector, but there's no reason to be so safe. I froze both the King Tower as well as the Crown Tower on the left hand side, so the P.E.K.K.A as well as the Prince are going to turn it into a quick 3 crown battle. And yeah, pretty awesome stuff right there. I think I got a decent amount of trophies. He was somewhere near me during that battle. Let's go and hop into another one against Lost from In the Light, and as you can see, he's using that Hog Zap deck that so many people are using at the top. Honestly, I think it's one of the best decks inside of the entire game. It's usually very tough to deal with, especially when people do a Hog Minion combo, because the minions take 3 shots for a tower to take out, which is why it's so annoying to face right now. But still, let's go ahead and set up with an elixir collector in the back. He's going to do the same exact thing, and as soon as we drop our Princess, he's going to drop his Princess as well. So it's been an exact mirror so far. I actually ended up dropping both of my Princes to do a double Prince push. And as soon as I did that, he actually dropped his Hog Rider, which ended up turning into bacon pretty quickly. Now, both of our Princes are doing work. Looks like my Prince should stab that Elixir Collector right there, giving us a decent Elixir lead. And if you take a look at the Elixir right now, we actually have a 1 Elixir lead over him, and we have a P.E.K.K.A rumbling down the right-hand lane. So if we can't reach the tower, if we can't do an insane amount of damage, we should probably just uninstall the game. We've got such a massive lead, pretty much a free P.E.K.K.A on the field right now. And as soon as that mini P.E.K.K.A goes down and the Princess goes down, we're gonna freeze that Princess. The minion horde's gonna go crazy onto the tower, and yeah, the minions are actually gonna end up taking out that Princess. Minion horde's gonna go crazy on that King Tower, and at this point he has almost no elixir left, so I said good game, but he actually decided to drop his minions to make this game last a little bit longer. Now, you don't want to get overconfident. Obviously, I still have the elixir lead, as well as I've taken his King Tower down to half, but I've definitely seen crazier things happen. Usually, I hope that my opponent just surrenders, and I try to 3 crown them as fast as possible, just to make sure that I get those trophies, but it looks like he's going to put up a fight. He actually uses his bomb tower against my Princess right there, which is pretty interesting. So let's go ahead and save up for another push, seeing as we're cranking an elixir collector in the center of our base. Okay, so Peck is going to go down on the right-hand side. You can see I mean business. Normally, I would drop it on the left to try to take out the crown tower, but we're going to go for the 3 crowns, seeing as the tower is only at 1600 HP. Hog Rider as well as the P.E.K.K.A. are going to go down right now. We're going to drop our Prince to help out, and as soon as the Hog Rider and the mini P.E.K.K.A. make their way to my Elixir Collector, he actually changes the flow of the battle, and now we have a full health P.E.K.K.A., a full health Dark Prince. We even had a little bit of HP on our Prince right there doing work on the left-hand side. So at this point, we're just going to be crushing it down the left-hand lane. He doesn't have the elixir to deal with our push. Mini P.E.K.K.A. is going to get stomped out right here, and that is pretty much going to do it for this game. While our Prince chases down that Hog Rider, eventually he'll turn around and find his senses. Looks like Lost is going to say good game and concede the match, and that's going to be another 3-crown victory towards the top. And we were just dominating this morning. I'm not going to lie, all the battles felt really smooth. The game just came really easy. I don't know if sometimes when you guys play, it feels like you're losing every single battle, or the game's so difficult, or you're getting countered every single time. That's how it feels like to me. But eventually, when I get into a groove, it feels like I can almost never lose, and that battles are coming pretty simple. And that's definitely where I was this morning. So let's go ahead and drop our Princess. Princess is going to shoot down his in the left-hand lane. Notice how I dropped my Princess after he dropped his to make sure that he had to use his arrow on mine. And now that I know he doesn't have any arrows, I can definitely manipulate that with my minion horde. So seeing as the arrows have been used, normally people don't bring Zap or Fireball inside of their deck. They only bring one of those 3. They either bring Fireball, arrows, or the Zap spell. And as soon as his minion horde goes down, guess what? We're going to drop a free spell on that. Prince is going to go crazy on the tower. Minion horde's going to go insane as well. And for the 3rd straight game, we just dominated from the very start. We took a tower before a minute even begun inside of the game. And we definitely have a solid amount of elixir going into the rest of it. Now, deciding what we can play here, Princess is about to get close to the tower. Let's go ahead and drop a Dark Prince right on top of her. He actually doesn't have to defend the Dark Prince if he doesn't want to, because the Dark Prince by itself actually doesn't do that much damage, as well as he does have both towers helping it out now. So don't even know if he needed to play that P.E.K.K.A., but still, P.E.K.K.A. is going to be rumbling down the right-hand lane. We're going to go ahead and drop ours a little bit later to make sure that they meet on our side of the map. And this match is looking pretty textbook so far. However, we are actually going to see a big push down the left-hand lane. We only have our Prince to counter. Unfortunately, we don't have our free spell. And seeing as his Prince went for the left-hand tower, somehow, someway, he actually got his way back into the game with a single Prince down that lane. A little bit unfortunate, definitely a misplay on my end. And as our Prince charges down, he's going to play his Princess. Definitely not the best thing to play. Looks like the Prince will actually charge the tower and hit it twice to bring it down to 1,800 trophies. But what seemed like an easy 3-crown victory, just like the first 2 matches, turned out to be a little bit more difficult. And again, notice my Princess placement. I didn't want to take damage on my tower, so I dropped my Princess to where it was out of range, because as you guys know, the Princess does an insane amount of AoE damage. So if you drop your Princess too close to your crown tower, you'll actually take some unnecessary damage. So I dropped it a little bit to the right, ended up having an even trade for our Princesses, and now we can do another battle down the left-hand lane, and it's going to be another crazy mirror matchup. Look, he's dropped his P.E.K.K.A. as well as his Dark Prince. He dropped his Prince, and now he dropped his Princess. We literally have the same 4 cards. 5 cards in a row we played have been the exact same, but he drops his arrows. I'm going to drop my arrows, literally 6 straight cards in a row until I break my streak right there, and we drop the minion horde, which goes insane and ends up dominating his push. He used his arrows, which definitely made me want to use my elixir horde, or my minion horde. Elixir horde, that sounds like an OP troop. And taking a look at that tower right there, that one's actually going to get down to 561 HP. We'll freeze the river, and that is going to be a good game for another mirror matchup. And overall, that one was pretty comfy. I know that I almost screwed up towards the very end, but let's hop into one more battle against a balloon user and see if we can continue our streak towards the top. After this battle, I'll show you guys where I ended as far as the leaderboards go. But starting off, once again, we will use our Elixir Collector. Normally for this deck, I would like to start with the Elixir Collector, Princess, or the P.E.K.K.A. In the very back. But seeing where we are right now, looks like we can play a Princess, making sure we don't waste any of our Elixir. And take a look at him. He wasted a full Elixir by not dropping it fast enough. And as he arrows our Princess right there, take a look at what we're going to do. I actually messed up. I was an idiot. I dropped my minion horde about a half second too early, which led to most of them dying right there. If I didn't drop that elixir horde in such a terrible timing, I could have definitely taken out that tower right there. Looks like he's going to end up freezing my Prince, as it tries to charge its way there, but really just unfortunate. If I just had waited a little bit longer, we would have been able to exploit the fact that he used his arrows. But let's go ahead and pump up. I'm not too worried about the Ice Wizard. Can definitely take a little bit of damage from him. He's going to play a Princess to shoot our Elixir Collector. We're going to play our Princess to shoot him down as well. And just going to go even right there and set up for the rest of the battle. So far, I'd say we're at a small disadvantage. Obviously, he still has a little bit of HP on that pump, as well as he's done 500 damage to our bottom right-hand tower, but still, definitely no reason to worry. Let's go ahead and play our P.E.K.K.A. in the very back. I actually think he wasted a little bit of Elixir right there by holding onto his cards for too long, but we will be fighting this battle on his side of the map, which is going to be really annoying whenever you're doing this split combo. And here comes our P.E.K.K.A. as well as our Dark Prince. He drops his Ice Wizard, and as soon as he gets a little bit more full on Elixir, he's going to just wait for a second for me to drop my minion horde. I'm going to end up freezing him, and he plays a balloon instead. Definitely not the smartest play. We're going to be able to dominate him with our Dark Prince as well as our P.E.K.K.A. He has to end up dropping a free spell, but actually the free spell worked out pretty decently, seeing as he cycled back to a Valkyrie to help out against that Dark Prince. So things aren't looking very good right now. We haven't touched his tower. He's at 3,164 HP on both of them, but still, I'm feeling confident with this. I know that if he makes one minor mistake, this deck will be able to bowl him over. So take a look at what I do on the left-hand side. Instead of attacking the same lane over and over, I ended up freezing and doing a double Prince push on the left. And that's one thing that I see a lot of people do. They're too scared to mix up the lanes in which they attack. And now we have both a Dark Prince as well as a Prince as well as a Princess on the left-hand side. We got 3 Ps over there. We've got the P.E.K.K.A. and the Princess on the right-hand lane. And seeing as he just arrowed down my Princess, we can drop our minion horde on the left, and now it's pretty much going to be a good game unless he can somehow make it to our right-hand tower with only 12 seconds left. So you guys know what's coming. He's going to be playing that balloon. Our minions went crazy on his king tower. Free spell will be able to freeze the balloon for the duration of the battle, and that one awesome play we made right there by switching to the left-hand lane gave us that 1 crown to 0 victory, and it just shows you guys no matter how much damage you can take on your towers, you can always turn the battle around with a simple flick. And that's what happened right there. So taking a look at where we are at 4,541 trophies at the time of recording this video. That puts us at number 5 in the world, and that's pretty impressive. We're playing by the rules. We're fair play. We don't win trade on this account. I know at least 2 people above me are win traders. That's all I can say for now, but it's been pretty awesome to continually climb our way to the top of the leaderboard against all odds, which is really awesome, and definitely couldn't do it without your guys' support. So I'm going to keep doing that push. Hopefully we can have a high ranking towards Sunday. As you can see, the season resets in 4 days and 11 hours from the time that I'm recording this video. But yeah, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you drop a like by smacking your forehead on the keyboard. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.